How can you make ends meet in retirement? Welcome to Wisdom on Wealth, where you can get weekly financial insights designed to help you worry less and live more. This might sound strange, but tight shoes can teach us how to make ends meet in retirement. Here's what I mean. When your shoes are painfully tight, you basically have three options, and two of them aren't great. One, you could make your feet smaller. But we can go ahead and admit that that idea sounds like something from a horror movie, right? Well, two, you could decide, I'm going to ditch the shoes altogether. I'm just going to go barefoot everywhere and I'll be free. Well, that sounds good until you think about wintertime or walking across a gravel parking lot. Third, when your shoes are killing your feet, you could say, I'm going to get some bigger shoes. Well, it's a similar dilemma for the retiree in a tight financial situation. When expenses are bigger than income for a long period of time, the result is pain. Ignore that pain and you end up either in serious debt or in a close relationship with a bankruptcy attorney, and neither is a conclusion you really want. So what's a retiree to do when money is painfully tight? Well, he or she can always get a smaller budget, eliminate some things, not toes, but excess spending, chop here, slash there. But you can only do that so long before you get to the place where there's no more excess to cut. You have to pay your basic bills, right? Well, another option for retirees is to go barefoot, financially speaking. Take that tight budget, toss it in the dumpster, and live free. No financial restraints. And of course, unless you're on the Forbes list of wealthiest people, we all know what this approach leads to. So we're kind of left with one decent option. Find a bigger pair of shoes. For retirees, this means getting a larger income. But how? How does one do that? With interest rates down and the stock market more volatile than many care to stomach, how do you generate more income? Well, let me give you two possibilities. Number one, dip into your nest egg. If you need some short-term income, it might be wisest to use some of your principal assets. For example, let's say Joe decides to delay taking Social Security in order to get a larger benefit for the rest of his life. In that case, because he's looking at getting a bump in his monthly income in the near future, well, Joe can, for the time being, use some of his assets to pay living expenses. Again, that's a temporary solution. The second option for generating long-term income is something called actuarial cooperation. Actuarial cooperation is a fancy phrase for when you and a big group of people like you pool some of your money in a pension plan or with an insurance company. The company uses detailed formulas to calculate the expected lifespan on average in the group, and then they manage and invest all these funds and pay the members of the group a regular income. Through actuarial cooperation, it's not unusual for a retiree to get guaranteed income for life at twice the amount he or she would have received if they'd invested those same funds privately and only withdrawn the interest and dividend income that was available, that was generated. Actuarial cooperation isn't for everyone. It probably isn't what you need to do with all your assets, but it can be part of an overall solution to increasing your retirement income. The specifics of your circumstances are really going to determine what option or combination of option is best for you. Today's insight, in the same way that tight shoes mean that you need bigger shoes, when your retirement income doesn't stretch far enough, you need smarter strategies for increasing your income. If you're not sure how to do that, that's okay. I've been helping folks like you plan for retirement for more than 30 years now. So just click the button below on this video to set up a free, no obligation consultation. When it comes to your money, I'd love to help you worry less and live more. I'll see you next week, if not before.